We fly these airplanes to honor veterans. That is the main goal of this organization.
Being in this low-wing World War II airplane, priceless, man.
We're privileged and honored to be able to fly these.
I was about to literally say that, a privilege.
I'm a weekend warrior private pilot, and most of my flying is local, so I love an excuse for a mission. This weekend the weather's great, and I've been invited down to Windsor to check out an open house event that's happening at the Windsor Flying Club. So my buddy and I grabbed the Warrior, and we're going to actually keep it overnight and head out to Windsor for the weekend. A dream of mine has always been to fly WarBirds, and I've known for a while that the Canadian Historical Aircraft Association is located in Windsor. So a big part of this trip is actually a scouting mission to check out the situation there and see how I can get involved. So spoiler alert, it's awesome, and I'm going to be making a mini-series out of this footage, plus the whole process of getting checked out in the Chipmunk and all kinds of awesome, amazing aerobatics and formation flying training. This is just the beginning of what's going to be an ongoing series of WarBird training all over the place. I'm just so excited to share this stuff. It's amazing.
Hey, Windsor Tower, Oscar Charlie Hotel is 2 mile final for 30.
Oscar Charlie Hotel, tower cleared to land, runway 30.
Clear to land 30, Oscar Charlie Hotel. Alright, let's get her slowed down. Okay, that's 1 notch.
You want both yet?
Is 2 full? No, 3 is full in this thing. Yeah, so I do want 2 now. That's 2 notches. So I'm still at 100. I'll get myself slowed down to 74 for 2 notches.
Yep.
Okay, so prop is full fine. It's interesting though, after a flight cruising this long, it does feel weird to have to like get into landing configuration and not do a circuit. You know what I mean?
Especially a straight in, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So to judge everything and get her back into configuration,
well, rely on the VASIs.
Well, I'm not relying on the VASIs, but...
At all?
No, I mean, I see that I'm right, but I'm doing this visually, but you're right. Like, use them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't rely on them. What I was more talking about was the configuration, getting my speed and my profile.
Right.
So I've got the runway locked in my profile right now, and the VASIs are confirming. To be honest, though, I'm probably low for a VFR. Like, I should have been a little steeper for the distance. Like, I am dragging it in with a little more power than I...
Yeah.
Now we're getting a little bit high, but that's okay. We've got the runway made.
Okay, slight crosswind from the right.
Yeah, you can see that I'm crabbing, right? Yeah. So that's what I'm doing to account for it.
We're obviously a little giddy. This is our first cross country in a while, and it's a new, unfamiliar airport.
So we're still crabbing, so I'll just get into the slip in a second.
My buddy and I have a very specific dynamic. We look at each flight as a training flight and definitely have a sterile cockpit in the circuit, but with passengers, I don't talk this much.
Flaps are up.
Okay, Fox is coming up on your left. Geo-referencing taxi diagram is unbelievable.
So the geo-reference is working.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oscar Charlie Hotel Tower, what's your destination on the airport?
Windsor Flying Club.
Oscar Charlie Hotel Taxi Alpha, monitor ground 121.7. Use caution on the ramp there.
Keep going.
It's a large closed area and people walking around.
Oscar Charlie Hotel, thank you.
Well, those guys are marshalling you in.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they were waving in. Yeah, he's waving us in.
Yeah, I got it now. It's
Oscar
funny.
Charlie Hotel, yeah, I see those marshals there. Ramp, all those guys.
Thank you, Oscar Charlie Hotel. Good night.
Watch your left way.
I'm going to get real close, but he's got me.
He's got you.
Oh, he's bringing us right in here. Okay, we're getting VIP parking.
Look at this. Right wing's good.
I mean, I'm on the yellow line, so it feels weird, but this guy's walking my wing.
Oh, he's walking your wing. Wow. Talk about service, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, it feels weird, eh? I mean, there's a yellow line in the middle of this little road, so it is, in fact, a taxiway.
It's like you're driving in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
It was a great start to the weekend to arrive to such an awesome welcome. And I got this shot of our awesome parking spot the next day, because that first evening, these guys didn't waste any time. This is Dave and Aaron. These are volunteer Yellowbird pilots, and they were keen to get me into the Chipmunk that night. I was definitely not going to refuse that offer, although I had minimal gear and I didn't have my crew. But I had a couple GoPros and Maron was shooting stills with his BlackBerry, so we got something. But the main thing is, this is just a tease for what we're ultimately going to be doing.
Come here!
Man, I love the sound of that vintage starter. And did you notice anything different about that prop? Let's watch it again. That's right, it rotates in the opposite direction, which means average yaw and P factor are both going to be different than the direction we're used to in most airplanes.
Yeah, you don't need to S-taxi much in this either, because my visibility is excellent. Right. I mean, I can't see directly in front of me, but I can kind of peek my head around with fairly good results. Let's pull off the side here and we'll do a little run-up. Very short run-up on this guy. Just the nimblest airplane.
Yeah, I can already tell. So what are you looking for with the run-up?
1600 RPM and a mag drop. There's mag 1.
I don't see any drop, really.
Oh, it's very little. You can just see it. It's about 25, 50 RPM at most.
Yeah, I see a little bit.
We got good oil pressure, we got good fuel pressure, and we got good temperature. As far as the mixture goes, due to the fact that this engine will only let you lean it to a certain point where the throttle is, you really can't tell if the mixture does anything at all.
Right.
So it's kind of irrelevant anyway. We did not check the carburetor heat ever because they have this thing where they tend to stay on no matter what, and you lose quite a bit of power. So it's Ron, our chief pilot, has asked the big clubs out in the UK, you know, does yours do this too? And they say, yeah. He said, well, how do you fix it? They have no idea why it happens.
And apparently chipmunks don't get much of a carb ice problem, so they made a rule not to even check it. Now regarding Ron, this is actually Ron Holden. He's a legendary local pilot. He's been flying forever, and he's flown everything, and he literally has a book.
And then it'd be Yellowbird formation, so the steerman and the one chipmunk.
And I was honored the following morning to be invited to see Ron as the air boss doing the briefing for the demonstration pilots. Ron is literally a living legend. He's flown everything from World War II trainers like Harvards and fighter jets like F-86s. I can't wait to fly with him. It's going to be amazing, and I'm so looking forward to sharing that experience.
Ready to rock and roll, sir?
I'm ready to rock and roll.
I was just making sure you were ready to do both of those things, because we only do both of those things here.
Awesome.
All right. Looks like we got a dead wind sock, so this thing's going to roll forever on the landing, but it will be a short takeoff roll. And here we go. Yeah, we got airspeed, we got good gauges. We are ready to go flying.
Nice.
Yeah, she likes to wiggle a lot. She's got a lot of adverse yaw. A lot of P factor. But she's a good climber.
I can feel the nimble.
Oh, yeah.
You can already tell it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
So awesome, that sound, eh?
It's very unique.
Love it.
It does require a tremendous, you'll notice that I am pretty coordinated with it, but if I take that left rudder out, watch this.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's so much left rudder. Left rudder, not right.
So is that because the engine is rotating a different direction?
It's the opposite direction of a typical airplane, yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. How long did it take you to get used to the idea of left rudder instead of right rudder?
Not long at all. I don't know. It just wasn't one of those things I found to be tremendously difficult to do.
I guess because it's intuitive, you do what it needs, right?
Yeah, you just do it.
Yeah.
It is very, like, you can see it. It doesn't like to hold the center line. Like, you really need to be on it. And right now I am totally hands off the airplane except for a little bit of rudder input. And it's pretty stable, right? Like it.
Yeah.
We are restricted to that 1,700 due to the approach path for Detroit City. And we just kind of don't have, you know, the fancy equipment. We're going to use some typical just knowledge of where I am for when I'm clearing the zone.
Right.
Yeah, my artificial horizon's good and broken.
I'm just looking at the one here too.
Is it on though?
It's level and it says we're in a very steep dive. I think the white line is what's supposed to be lined up with the middle, right?
Right.
Yeah. So there's it says we're slightly turning to the left and we're diving very steeply according to
good.
this.
Mine's turning to the right. We're diving, so we're in synchronized failure.
Yeah. I can't believe the visibility of this thing.
It's great.
Wow. Yeah, you got a great area to fly around, man.
Not bad.
Yeah, we had a great time flying out here.
Tower Fox, Bravo Nova. Mike, we're just on the edge of the control zone east. We'd like to do some turns and whatnot, and then head back in along the river.
Bravo November, Mike. Not about 1,700 in the zone. Riverside is active. Give me a call when you're returning, Dave.
Not above 1,700, and we will give you a turn back inbound. We're currently 1,650. All right, so I'm going to throw it around a little bit just to give you an idea of what it'll do.
Yep.
So you're just cruising along, bang, left turn.
Yeah. That's pretty snappy for an old plane, eh?
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, that is sweet, man. For an old plane, that thing can really maneuver. Sweet. Very nice.
There's my wing.
That was your wing. Awesome.
Who gets the opportunity to do this? Like, that's just the kind of thing we want to avoid people thinking, you know, oh yeah, you can just rent a Chipmunk Globe for a joyride. I mean,
no.
Yeah, when we're training currency and doing stuff like this, it is a ton of fun, don't get me wrong. We're loving it, but we're doing it for a reason.
Yeah.
So my expectations have been far exceeded. I can't wait to be a part of this non-profit organization to honor vets displaying these aircraft. This is some footage Aaron and Dave sent me of their training. And I mean, these guys really fly these airplanes the way they were meant to be flown. And again, it's fun, obviously, but it's also serious business. They're flying them the way the vets flew them, and I can't wait to do it.
We are the Canadian Historical Aircraft Association, and we are flying vintage WarBirds to honor veterans. That is the primary mission of the CH-2A. We are not out bombing around having fun. We are doing Remembrance Day flybys, in formation, honoring veterans. That is what we do, and everybody that is a part of it is honored to be able to do this.
Awesome, man. Well, I can't wait to be a part of it.
Yeah, for sure.
I will be here.
We'll be happy to have you.
I will be here to do the full checkout.
So, yeah, we'll just let you fly it around for a bit. So I'm off the controls and the pedals.
Okay, I'm on control.
Okay.
Very cool. So what am I allowed to do?
You can do whatever you want that doesn't involve altitude loss or gain.
So I'll try to be...
we're a little above the 1,700, but we are clear, so...
Yeah, so I'll try to be precise.
Oh, boy. Oh, you're on the edge there, bud.
Being too
you're all right. You're okay. Yeah, she's responsive, eh?
You said do what you want to do, bro.
Oh, do what you want to do.
I'm not shy.
Just don't high-speed stall and I'll be happy.
I'm good, right? We're cool?
Yeah, we're all right.
I'm not climbing here. Yeah, this plane really... That's a great roll rate for... I did not expect that kind of roll rate, but I guess I should have with the size of those ailerons.
Oh, they're pretty good. Oh, you're not too bad, eh?
Yeah, climbing a bit. There we go.
I don't usually let just anybody do this. I'm liking what you're doing. I mean, you've got pretty good control. You've lost very little altitude, really.
Yeah, this airplane definitely feels natural. I like it.
Oh, that's the best part about this airplane.
Yeah. Wow. So this is the poor man's Spitfire, eh?
It is, and you kind of can tell when you whip it around.
Wow, this is beautiful, man. I really appreciate you fitting this in tonight. It's a treat. This has been way more than I expected to do tonight, so I'm super excited.
All good. I'm all about impulse flying.
Impulse flying.
Yeah.
I would have flown in a little faster if I knew I was going to get this ride. But you know what, though? Actually flying this thing at sunset, pretty priceless. Wow, this is sweet. Beautiful.
You could probably trim it. It seems like you're fighting it a little down. Nose down there, maybe?
I am, yeah, a little bit. All right, their trim wheel is, oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it's nothing too complicated. Yeah, so you're good here. You can just follow the shoreline. I hope you can see decently enough with my melon in your way.
No problem.
You're good right there.
I see land on my left and water on my right. That's what I'm trying to...
Yeah, I understand. Oh, there's your view.
Yeah, okay. I'm just having a little too much fun.
I got you.
It's hard to know where to look when everything is awesome.
Yeah.
But I guess altitude I need to be on top of. Oh, that's so cool. The sun is just down. I'm flying a Chipmunk. Priceless, man.
You know what? We're privileged and honored to be able to fly these.
I was about to literally say that. A privilege.
It's totally a privilege.
Yeah.
The whole deal with the CH-2A, right, it's not a joyride organization. Like, we fly these airplanes to honor veterans. That is the main goal of this organization.
Awesome.
We do our formation flights, we do fly pass for Remembrance Day. We do all that as often as we can, and most of the time the pilots are the ones paying for it. And that's just because we believe in restoring these airplanes, bringing them back to life, and honoring vets.
I'm all for that, man. Well, my grandfather flew Spitfires, eh? My dream is to fly a Spitfire.
That's amazing. Like to have that in your family history.
I'll probably do make a long weekend of it and do the checkout and sign up as a member and promote the whole organization, what it is, 'cause it's awesome. I want to do that hardcore. I want to bring a crew. I want to do it right. When I do something this cool, these are the type of things that I like to bring a crew with me for.
I gotcha.
Because I like to get the exterior shots, and I like to have the help getting interviews. Like the thing we did in the hangar, when you're genuinely talking to me about it. I didn't shoot that, obviously, because I didn't have a camera here.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Because that's my challenge, is that I'm trying to experience what I'm doing, so I can't really shoot things myself.
Gotcha.
That's why the GoPros are set it and forget it.
And this is a big part of what Flight Chops has become. These types of opportunities are presenting themselves, and I want to be able to cover them as thoroughly as I can to share these types of experiences with the best possible production values. The Patreon campaign has been a huge part of helping with that, so I want to say thanks so much to everyone that's already involved, and anybody else that wants to check it out, please do. Any little bit helps. I'm definitely still going to do this stuff regardless. It's just a question of how much I can do it, how big I can do it, and how far afield I can go to do more of it. Anyway, let's go learn how to land this girl.
Windsor Tower, it's Foxtrot Bravo November Mike. Would like to turn inbound now, full stop.
Bravo November Mike Tower, runway 30, wind 350 at 3008, cleared, right downwind.
Right down 130, Bravo November Mike.
Nice. Awesome.
Windsor Tower, Foxtrot Bravo November Mike's right down 130, full stop.
Bravo November Mike Tower, cleared to land, runway 30.
Bravo November Mike.
So it really got vibrated when you brought the power back to 1500, eh?
That's just what she does.
Yeah. So just talk me through your normal procedures for landing this girl.
Well, I'll make sure the brake is off, which I just did.
That's by pushing this handle all the way down?
Yeah, she's all the way down.
Yep.
Make sure your hands and feet are free of my controls.
I'm free.
I'm somewhere between 70 and 80. So we're going to bring it in with a little bit of power, 1 notch of flaps at the moment. We don't want to go too fast because a flap speed is technically about...
I don't even see the flap lever. Where is it?
Oh, it's on your right, so just watch it. It'll be in transit in a second.
It's that thing with the lock handle on it?
Yes, so please don't.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it's definitely getting dark.
Yeah, the flap handle kind of blended in there into the tubes.
Yeah, so final, second notch, all the way in. Make sure she's holding and not going to bomb out of your hand because that is not pleasant.
So that's 2 notches right there. That's full flaps?
That's all the flaps in the world.
Okay.
And we've got very light winds, probably a slight crosswind from the right.
Yep.
Bring her in at about 75. Take all the power out. Kind of arrest the descent.
Wow, you can feel the wings are really producing a lot of lift. They still hold you. Wasn't a lot of sink like it is in the Super Cub.
That was a 3-pointer because of the light wind. I mean, it's just nicer to bring it in like that. You don't want to put too much back pressure on that tail. You'll start to feel she shimmies a bit.
Yeah, no.
And, just a slight bit of braking there.
What I was impressed with was that when you pulled the power and you went into the flare, I could feel the wings were still holding like a good... I think I'm getting used to when I pull the power in the Super Cub, the thing just drops.
No, it doesn't do that in the Chipmunk. This is a pretty good glider, I will say.
Right on. Yeah, it looks like it is. Well, thanks a lot, man. That was an honor.
Yeah, no problem.
The following day, the open house was really impressive. There was a lot going on. The Canadian Historical Aircraft Association is a full-blown charity. It's a museum, basically, with flying aircraft. It's really awesome. They're actually building a full-size Mosquito bomber. It's one of the cool projects they've got going. So I can't wait to be a part of it. So thanks for watching. And for more information about Flight Chops, please check out my Patreon link and keep your flight chops sharp.
Anyways, I'll just take control for a bit there.
You have control.
I've got it, thank you. Then you could get a better look at what you're seeing here when you're not focused so much on the flying.
Oh, I was looking around. That's why my altitude wasn't perfect.
Mine's never perfect. Nobody's a perfect pilot. That's kind of your whole deal, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. That is definitely my deal.